Hello guys and guapos and guapas and people and animals and whatever. This is interesting. I didn't actually plan on ever filming myself talking to a camera, but we're here. And the reason we're here is that my mom, yesterday I was telling her about some awkward gym encounters and some weird gym stories that I have, and she was laughing about them. And I thought, why not share my stories with the rest of the world? And if this video turns out to be a complete disaster, at least my mom is probably gonna have fun watching it. Anyway, I'm Renska, and that's not a very common name because it's Dutch. It's Frisian actually. So it's from this little place called Friesland in the Netherlands, which has its entire own language, and that's where my name originates from. And if you know Friesland or you know the Netherlands, then shout out to you, you're pretty awesome. I have been going to the gym for about, I want to say 3 years. As you can tell by my huge...
It's a huge problem.
It's pretty decent sized, I think. And if you go to the gym and you have a vagina, you likely have been in some pretty awkward situations. I think you can also be in awkward situations when you go to the gym and you do not have a vagina, but the likelihood of you being in awkward situations when you have vagina is, I would say, about 50% higher. So today I'm going to be sharing some awkward stories with you, and I hope you have fun listening to them. And that's basically it. Okay, first awkward situation. Okay, so I had been going to gym, I want to say for about 2 years at this point, and I was in a relationship with my ex-boyfriend. So my ex-boyfriend didn't like going to the gym. He wasn't into fitness, he was into more, I think, creative things, whatever. And sometimes he would join me to the gym and we would work out together. Now, in this gym there were a few guys who I knew, and some of them, actually one of them sometimes made a bit of flirty comments, which I ignored all the time because what else am I gonna do? And I was in the gym. It was 30 degrees. I was wearing shorts. I like to wear leggings usually over shorts, but it was 30 degrees Celsius, I might add. And I was doing deadlifts with my ex-boyfriend. So one of these guys that I know from the gym, he comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, you're starting to wear less and less clothes to the gym."
Bruh.
And I tell him, "Yeah, it's pretty hot today, so I'm wearing less clothes today." And then he goes, "Yeah, you're really distracting me." You should have seen my ex-boyfriend's face. He was standing next to me, turning pretty red pretty rapidly. And I just go, "Oh, by the way, this is my boyfriend." Increase the awkwardness by 10 times at least, okay? It was awkward. This was not a thing. And I think the guy just mumbled something, blah blah, and just went off because the awkwardness was too much to handle. Situation number 2. This happened quite recently to me. I was in the gym and I was doing squats. First of all, I should not have worn baggy joggers to the gym that day. This is a pro tip for anyone who's listening. If you go to the gym and you have to do squats, don't wear those, because every single time I was going down in my squats, I could hear them start to rip, which was pretty uncomfortable because you don't want to rip out of your pants and show your entire butt crack to the whole world when you're squatting. At least I don't. Maybe you do, then you're still awesome, but I don't. And as I was squatting, I was squatting pretty heavy. This guy comes up to me, well, he just creeps up behind me, and I'm squatting in front of a mirror. The squat rack is in front of a mirror, so I can see him standing behind me. And I'm just like, and he's just like, so I just keep squatting. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ignore the situation, whatever, you know, I'm gonna keep squatting. I have to finish my set. I finished my set, I re-rack the weight, I turn around and I look at him and I ask him, well, I don't really ask him, just look at him like, is there a problem? And he goes, you have to put your chin up more when you're squatting because you're gonna get a hernia like this. The amount of bro tips that I have gotten in the gym, you guys, in 3 years of being a girl in the gym is insane. First of all, girls don't like to get approached to the gym, so don't. And second of all, if you're gonna approach a girl at the gym, at least say something that makes sense. You're still gonna come across as a douchebag, but say something that makes sense, okay? 2 minutes later, I look over and I see him doing squats on the Smith machine with a belt, with way too much weight, with a quarter rep, and looking up like this. Also, this phase, there's nothing about this phase that says, please approach me in the gym. It's not true, okay? I hear all the time that I have a resting bitch phase, which, yeah, I do. I have a resting bitch phase. I don't really show any emotion, even when I'm the happiest of happy people. And when I'm in the gym, it gets about 10 times worse. So there's nothing about this phase that would make you want to approach me in the gym. Just don't. Okay? Unless I'm like dying over there somewhere in the corner, yeah, then you can give me CPR. Okay, next awkward situation. This is not really an awkward situation in the gym, but this was outside of the gym. I was on the street. I was actually working. I used to work for the railway company in the Netherlands, and I was at the station. I was working, and this guy comes up to me and he says, oh, I know you. You go to this and this gym. Yeah, that's right. I do go to that gym. And he says, yeah, because I worked out with you. I did not know this guy in any way, shape, or form. Never seen him before. And he goes, yeah, I worked out with you. And I was like, no, I don't think we did. Yeah, we worked out together. Yeah, okay. That was awkward, because how can you say to someone, we worked out with you, I worked out with you, when I don't even know the guy? It's pretty strange, right? Yeah. Okay, next awkward situation, you guys. If you are doing heavy lifting and you are wearing a belt, the belt is gonna be pretty tight. My basic tip for this is don't drink a lot of water before you do something like this. So I was in this gym, I was gonna do, I think, a new PR attempt. And I was wearing a belt, it was pretty tight. And I had just drunk a lot of water before. So basically what happened is, I am doing this rep. And as I try to come up, I pee my pants. And it wasn't like full-blown golden showers over the floor. It was just like me peeing my pants a little. But it's still hella awkward. You do not want to experience that. So don't drink a jug of water before you start attempting a PR in a squat or deadlift with a really tight belt on. Okay, next story is actually going to be one of my worst experiences in the gym ever. Like ever. And I went to this pretty cool gym in my town. It's great because it has a lot of equipment, it's open 24/7, so I was pretty excited to go there. And I went there, and I started working out. I was really getting into it, you know, I was feeling good, like pumping weight. And this guy comes up to me, and he asks me if he can give me a tip on my form. I was doing, what was I doing? I think lat pull downs. And he goes, can I give you a tip? Okay, by this point, guys, I'm sorry, I've been approached in the gym a number of times, and 99.9% of the time, the things that were said to me did not make any sense. So, whenever a guy comes up to me in a gym, I am not excited. Whenever a person comes up to me in a gym, during my workout, which I'm doing for myself, in my own time, for my own mental things, I'm not excited about it, okay? And I say, yeah, okay, because I still feel insecure in those situations because you can't really win. If you say no, you're gonna come across as a bitch and they're gonna be like, oh, you're such a bitch. If you say yes, they're gonna give you a 5-minute monologue on something completely pro science. So you can't really win here. And this guy starts explaining something to me about range of motion that I personally think did not make a lot of sense. And he looks at me and my face like this. Which is a pretty standard face for me, to be honest. And he says, oh, why are you giving me that attitude, blah, 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 blah. He just starts getting angry with me. And I go, okay, sir, you know what? I'm not here to be in a discussion. I'm just here to work out. I would like to continue with my workout, please. So I try to get back on the machine and just continue. And he's like, this discussion is only going to be over when I say it's over.
Bruh.
So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'm just going to walk away from this guy. This is not worth my time. I'm just here to enjoy a workout. So I walk away from this guy and he yells after me, oh, you never got race dried, you and your flat ass. I still think, you know what, I'm just gonna ignore it. And then I think, you know, actually this is crossing a line. It's just not cool to be like this at the gym. Even if you disagree with me on something, even if I give you attitude, you can't treat me like this. So I decided to go down to the reception and tell the employee that this guy was bothering me at the gym. So as I go down to the reception and I'm like, okay, I wanna report something, there's this guy comes walking down and he says, yeah, you can report that to me because I'm the manager of the gym. Yeah. So I tried to have a civil discussion with this guy. It doesn't go well. Yeah, what did I expect, to be honest? And I just decided to walk away from it because if you want to run a gym like that, then that's up to you. I'm not gonna go to the gym ever again, obviously, but if you want to run your gym like that, okay, that's fine. I don't want to be part of that, so have fun. Okay, the next awkward situation is I did one figure competition. It was in 2018 in March, and if you know anything about bodybuilding, you know that for a competition you have to get absolutely shredded to the bone. So you're not eating a lot and you are training really hard, doing a lot of cardio. So at some point you're gonna look very different from what you look in normal day-to-day life when you're actually eating. I was in this phase of shredding my body fat, and I'm in the gym and I'm just, you know, focusing. I was really tired because if you don't have a lot of food, you get really tired. It's very hard to focus, so you have to put all your energy into this one thing, which is your workout. And I was really focusing, and there's this guy who comes up to me in the gym and he just goes, oh, what have you done to yourself? And I look at him like, I'm doing a figure competition, I'm shredding down, I'm dieting, blah blah. He says, oh, you were so perfect before, what have you done to yourself? Look at yourself now. That was pretty awkward because if you see someone at the gym and they look a certain way that you do not appreciate, or you have an image in mind that is different than the way that person is looking, don't go up to them and yell in their face. Because it's their life, and you can obviously, giving a compliment is like a thing, but giving people your entire opinion about the way they look, like, it's just not, it's not helpful, especially not when it's negative, because those people have some goals and they want to look a certain way, and that's okay, their goals, that's fine. Okay, so I think that was pretty much it for today. If you have encountered any awkward situations in the gym, let me know in the comment section. If you have any tips for dealing with these kind of awkward situations, also let me know. I usually just embrace the awkwardness because it's already awkward. You might as well just embrace the awkwardness and be like, you know, and also just walk away from any negative energy that people are giving you, because it's not worth your time. Definitely not. Not if it, no, just no. I'm just gonna shut up about this now. It's not worth your time. That's basically what I would say. So that was my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it to some extent, and I see you maybe next time.